Okay guys, in this video we are going to create a simple Java application and connect it to MongoDB database. First we are going to need an empty Maven project. Then we are going to add the MongoDB driver dependency for Java so we can communicate with the database. Now there are actually two MongoDB driver dependencies for Java. One for synchronous processing and one for asynchronous processing. Since we won't make any non-blocking calls to MongoDB, we are going with the synchronous dependency. So let's get it. We are getting the latest version, of course. And let's put it in the POM file. Now let's import the dependencies. Okay. Now the next step is to create the class with the main method that is going to contain the database connection logic. So let's first create a package where we can place our main class. We are going to call it Mongo Connector. Okay, now the first thing we need here is a MongoClient in order to communicate with the database. We are going to use the create method of the MongoClient class, and this method requires a connection string. The connection string holds information like host name, credentials, and other options required for us to successfully connect to the database. Now I have already exported the connection string that I'm going to use to an environment variable. So we are going to read it from there. Okay, now we can pass it to the create method. Now the next thing is that the MongoClient is using some resources when instantiated. So it is a good practice to free these resources after we are done with the client. The good thing is that the MongoClient is actually implementing the closable interface. This allows us to use it in try with resources statement, and after the try block finishes, it will automatically free the resources used by the client. So let's put it in a try with resources statement. Okay, now we can try to make use of the MongoClient. Let's, for example, list all the databases available on this particular instance. And we can print some information for each of the databases available on this MongoDB instance. So we are ready to check if our code is correct. Let's see if we will be able to successfully connect to the MongoDB database. And here we are. We successfully managed to get information about all the databases available on this particular MongoDB instance.